John Heaney for Orange Envelopes. A terrific article in today's New York Times by Edward Niedermeyer prompted me to document my own belief from the day I first heard of GM's announcement of their eco-friendly Volt hybrid that it would be a massive, historic commercial failure. Now, there may be no single automobile ever made that's garnered as much positive press and unfettered support from the press, the green lobby, and the government. They desperately want the Volt not only to succeed, but to be a game changer and a tipping point in the auto industry. And I'm here to tell you it won't be a game changer. It will tip no points, and it will end up losing massive sums of money. Now, it would be hard for any product to live up to the anticipation and hype that surrounded the Volt. The Volt's been assigned almost messianic status in the auto industry, and it's supposed to be the savior of GM, the transformer of all transportation, and the harbinger of an entirely new way of thinking in the auto industry. But the Volt's been destined to fail from day one. Rather than asking their designers to make an already developed idea more attractive to consumers, GM should have asked them to create ideas that better meet consumers' needs and desires. The former role is tactical and results in limited value creation. The latter is strategic and leads to dramatic new forms of value. Their objective from the start shouldn't have been limited to the objective of building a new hybrid car, but to create new interactions, entertainments, immersive emotional activities that happen to be embodied in an entirely new way to travel. But GM's not a strategic design-centered company. They're a tactical company. They've never demonstrated a capacity for design brilliance or its commensurate risk-taking. Want proof? Here, take a look at the actual Volt they'll be attempting to sell this fall for $41,000. It's nothing more than a Toyota Prius with a $15,000 Chevy bow tie on its grille. Now, this was the original concept car. It was bold, it was edgy, it stood out, it made a statement. So, of course, GM had to assign some internal committee to tone it down a little. After all, they wanted to appeal to the largest possible audience. Their design-killing efforts proved Mark Twain's adage that I can't give you a formula for success, but I can give you a formula for failure. We just try to please everybody. Now, I believe brands are a promise of an experience. Great brands can project our hopes and dreams and aspirations. They broadcast who we are and what we believe. So what is it that GM wants to convey with this rolling testament to corporate mediocrity that hasn't already been captured and owned by the Prius? Beyond the branding and design failures, GM has to overcome enormous financial, technical, and practical hurdles that all conspire to doom the Volt. It's expensive at $41,000, which doesn't include the price of the $4,000 charger you're going to need in your garage. Its electric motor range of 40 miles is virtually guaranteed never to be met in real-world conditions. Subtract mileage when it's cold or when you're operating the AC or the radio. And when the battery needs to be replaced, get ready for the $8,000 sticker shock. The Volt is a corporate response to political pressures. It validates a reality that great design and revolutionary concepts don't come from corporate boardrooms and government bureaucracies. In fact, the Volt is exactly what we would expect from government motors, and that's the tragedy. Imagine what could have been produced if Apple were to design a car from scratch, or if Google teamed with IDEO to create a new commuter vehicle. I don't know what they would conceive, but I do know one thing for certain. It wouldn't be the Volt. And it wouldn't require hundreds of millions in subsidies to attract buyers, and it wouldn't be conceived without considering alternative green technologies that could be integrated into its design. If this Volt symbolizes the new GM and the new Michigan, as Governor Granholm claims, pray for GM in Michigan.